The big question here on Wednesday, English tabloids have a way with, getting ahead of themselves when they run a tabloid headline. But one of them was pretty wild, which leads us to the question, do we want Elon Musk involved in soccer?
First of all, I have to ask you, Robert, as a Liverpool fan, are you triggered by this headline in the weekend sport tabloid over in England?
I'm not a big curse word guy, but when you put that in the in our Slack, I literally said, "Are you shitting me?" I mean, no way, because I hadn't seen this, and when you drop that into the Slack, I would say quote unquote triggered Rob when I saw that. I
Okay.
would not be a fan of that, and I can't imagine what Liverpool supporters would say because there's already what is it, Fenway Group, FSG. People already don't like them for their American influence and their handling of contracts and the way they do things. I can only imagine what the reaction would be if Elon Musk to buy Liverpool gains any more ground, because this tabloid Weekend Sport, not a highly respected outlet, and there's been some articles written saying there's not a whole lot to this. It kind of spun from Elon's father doing an interview where he said quite a few things, including his son would be interested in buying Liverpool.
Yeah, I don't okay, there's obviously some sort of there's an extra level to my response to this idea, because if it was just Elon Musk, richest man in the world, interested in Liverpool without everything that's happened over the last year or so, I guess you could even say 8 months or so, I would be like, "Oh, that doesn't sound I don't does that sound good for Liverpool?" I mean, the thing I know about Elon Musk is that he is a hands-on individual, right? He is not a wallflower. He's not one of these quiet billionaires. You know what I'm talking about? Those kind of billionaires, Robert, the kind that you don't know. Like one day you're like, somebody says, "Oh, billionaire Thomas McGillicuddy," and you're like, "Wait, I'd never heard of Thomas McGillicuddy." And they're like, "Yeah, he manages a wealth fund and he launched a software company that tracks the market, and he's, that's why he's a billionaire." I'm like, okay, well, that guy's a billionaire that you don't hear about. And maybe he invests in soccer, but it's like as an investment. It's just like, oh, he just wants to, just get his money into the game because the game's growing. In this case, with Elon Musk, you know that if he got his hands on Liverpool, he would be involved.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no quiet ownership there.
no, like he would be in the box. He would be on camera all the time. He would be doing press conferences after matches. He would be tweeting. Imagine Elon Musk. I guess we're still calling them tweet. Imagine Elon Musk on his X platform posting about Liverpool while he was watching a team he owned play a soccer match. Can you, like, that is it makes your stomach turn just a little bit, I think. And that is, it's not even about the politics. It's just about how he handles himself as a human being in the world with all the money he has and all the power he has. It's just the
You
way he handles himself.
you sent a shiver down my spine when I was thinking of like a glib 3-word tweet following a result, like thoughts on this or something like that, or
Well,
totally
no, no, no.
unacceptable. Dot dot dot.
Rob, he would put up a poll and he would say, "Should I fire Arne Slot?" And he would put up a poll and he would say, "I will do whatever the poll says I should do." And then we get people responding yes or no to
I
whether you
don't
should
like
fire
this
the
top. I don't.
manager.
I don't like this topic, Jason. We've done a variety of topics on this show in the 2+ months we've done it, and I think this is probably my least favorite topic.
Now, to be clear about this, again, you mentioned it was his dad who said he would like to buy them. Of course, who wouldn't like to buy them? This is now sort of spiraled into all of these tabloids and all these various hucksters of rumors and nonsense, posting things like he intends to execute a $5 billion takeover of Liverpool. I mean, this is the Mirror. Elon Musk's huge net worth as he plans to buy Liverpool and revolutionize soccer in UK. The fact that the Mirror used the word soccer is interesting. They use soccer in South Africa. I actually don't know what they say soccer down in South Africa. Not even
I
sure.
think so, but I don't know for 100%. It wouldn't surprise me.
By the way, you mentioned
did.
this already. So Liverpool has American owners who have done incredible work changing the reputation of American owners in England, because before FSG, it was a disaster zone. I mean, Liverpool had American owners before FSG,
and it didn't go well.
And it was terrible. They were burning American flags out front of Anfield. Like they were going. It was even worse than the United fans and how they have responded to the way things have been handled by their American owners.
Yeah, you think back about like 2012 or so, Liverpool's situation was pretty bleak.
It was pretty bad. But if Elon Musk took over any club but Liverpool, because that's who we're talking about here, I guess he's a fan. Is that what his dad is implying?
I'm not quite sure, because some tweets have surfaced of I think I might vaguely remember this, but Elon put a tweet up saying that he was going to buy Man U not too long ago.
Okay,
so,
well
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a scatterbrained guy, so I would be surprised if he even cares about sports. He's probably the cultural positioning, but I'm not sure if now that I think about it a little bit deeper, I'd be surprised if he bought it, because I don't know how much government subsidy he could receive by purchasing Liverpool.
He probably sees football, and maybe even specifically English football, as one of the examples of how Western civilization is so important to world history. And if not for Western civilization, we would all be cavemen knocking rocks around. And hey, look, football is shows how great certain kinds of people. I don't want to get into that. Sorry, I got dragged into something I shouldn't have. But I was going to ask is, if Elon Musk did buy Liverpool, would he be American owner Elon Musk? I mean, I know he's American now, but he's not originally. Like, if it was bad, would we be saddled with this is an American owner, Elon Musk, or would it be American, South African American owner Elon Musk? Would he get hyphenated? How would that go, you think? I'm curious.
Well, I don't know. He might get compartmentalized to that in a way, because that's kind of how it was framed in these tabloid things. But he's kind of hard to put in a specific box, obviously. I would say he's just omnipotent, but what he represents is so counterculture to the Liverpool as a city and the kind of the supporters culture of Liverpool. There's a very kind of socialistic sort of a bent to Liverpool, and very workers first. And definitely like resistant to nationalism and all that sort of stuff. And
you're telling me dock workers are not like on board with some of the policies and labor practices? I mean, maybe that's true in the United States. I actually don't know how it goes over there in Liverpool. But anyway, continue.
Well, it's definitely a labor first. No, you were right. I mean, it is dock workers and very much workers' rights. And there's lots of stories throughout history of the national government kind of like stepping down and punching down on the city of Liverpool and the people from that region of the country in general. And so, they don't really have a fond taste of the elites or people coming from outside of the area. That's why the American ownership, there's a fair amount of resistance, even with the success that they've experienced. There's still American resistance. So having a billionaire who has some even dicier politics than the average man, like I said, I think the internet actually, not the hyperbole or the cliche of breaking the internet, that might actually do it. Yeah, and things out in front of the stadium.
I am fairly certain this isn't happening. I can't. Again, FSG has already actually made a statement and said, no, this is not happening. We're not selling. We're committed to the club. And by the way, that those are statements that sometimes precede the opposite thing happening. If I remember correctly, Jack Dorsey on Twitter said, oh, there's no way Elon Musk is buying Twitter. And then he bought Twitter, and then it happened, right? Because basically he went to the board and said, I'm going to give you all this money. And the board was like, well, that's a deal we have to take. And everybody who said it's not happening got pushed out. I guess this is clickbait, right? This is headline fodder. Elon Musk is hot right now in the sense that everything he does is newsworthy. So of course, somehow we get his name connected to soccer. I hope it, for your sake, Rob. I hope it doesn't happen. Everything is going so well at Liverpool right now. You don't need this. You don't. United doesn't need this either. By the way, as much as Paul Scholes is out there ripping Ineos for what they've done at Manchester United, which is never, when the class of '92 starts chirping, it's just too much. It's just too much. And I know you said Elon Musk joked about buying United. I hope that doesn't happen either. That would be terrible for Manchester United.
And I was going to say, even if this somehow did happen, I don't think this, the repercussions of him purchasing Liverpool, I don't think would be isolated to Liverpool. It would not be solely a Liverpool related issue at all. I think it would send some ripple effects across the way. He would try to change the structure, have his own TV. Maybe all games are on Twitter now. And
oh my god. Oh my God. I mean, a couple of things. Does he pass the fit and proper persons test? That's what is exactly, I mean, is it only money? Because he would pass that part of the test. I guess if it's only money, okay, the fit and proper persons test is a thing. And as you're saying, he would probably try to change the structure. And I'm thinking, Manchester City has enjoyed this position as uber wealthy relative to their competition. And then in order to get around rules that limit how much you can spend on your players, they have massaged the value of contracts and marketing deals with entities that are directly connected with the royal family of the UAE and the owners. Elon Musk, I mean, he could just say, X is buying a sponsorship with Liverpool for $3 billion and, PSR be damned. What are they going to do about it, Rob? He's been able to throw his financial weight around everywhere else. Maybe that would actually be good for Liverpool. They wouldn't have to follow the rules anymore because Elon breaks them everywhere.
All right, this is one of those moments where I know you are a true talk radio professional. If you were able to spin that yarn and somehow, come up with some scarily realistic or counterpoint here. So kudos to you. Hats off to you. But please, let's move on and never talk about this again. Hopefully, this is something we don't ever have to deal with.
Okay.
I think that's our show for Wednesday. I do want to tease, though, we will have a guest on Friday. We're going to delve deeper into the MLS transfer news topic with the one and only Tom Bogert. So feel free to send in any questions or queries for the Scoops guru here in MLS related transfer circles. Be sure to subscribe. Morning Kick Around, 2 words, morning, and then the Kick Around. That's what we do here. And then we're trying to get to that 500 mark. Subscribe across social media. And I guess we'll see if Postacoglu's inspirational quotes will drive them on against Liverpool this afternoon. And then we'll see you again on Friday, and you will be in your home.
I will be back in my home studio. I'll hate it, but I'll be back there. I'm going to say this. Also, we have decided to drop every show as a podcast. Right now, it just lives on Spotify. So we will probably be passing that through to other locations in the near future. But for the moment, if you want to hear the show after the fact, or maybe you heard part of it and you just want to have it on the go, because I don't think driving and watching YouTube is a good idea, go over to Spotify and you can find it there.
All right. Until next time, your morning's been kicked. Enjoy your soccer.